Hey everyone, it's Allison with Determined to Shine, and welcome to our YouTube channel. Whether it's your first time here or you're a returning visitor, know that I am super excited that you are joining me today. Here at Determined to Shine, we use the magic formula of creativity, spiritual connection, and community to chase joy and deal with bad days and rough times. And we're in a rough time right now. And so I was playing with this Oracle deck earlier today and found it really encouraging. And so I wanted to come to you with a pep talk reading just to, I don't know, give you a little encouragement. It's hard out there right now. We are still in the thick of pandemic, and sometimes it is feeling like it is never going to end. So if you're struggling, know that you are not alone. We are all in this together, and I'm here today to hopefully bring a smile to your face. So we are going to look at the new Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck from Amanda Lovelace. Now, I did show this deck in my Hug Decks video, so if you've seen that or if you want to watch it, it's the very last deck in there. But I wanted to just spend time with it a little more deeply because I really love it and I really love Amanda's work. She's a poet. There are some amazing books that she has published, all of which just speak to my soul in the deepest ways. So when she was coming out with this deck, I got really excited and I pre-ordered it right away, and I can't stop with it. So it does come with a guidebook. The messages in it are pretty short. Like, this is a great one for reading intuitively, which is of course what I'll do at the end of the video. But there's a lot of really just encouraging, nice stuff in here as well. And if you're familiar with Amanda's poetry, short and sweet is how she rolls. Well, not necessarily always sweet. Sometimes it's a little sassy, which is okay, right? Okay, so it is a 45 card deck. And let's take a look at some of these awesome cards. Here is the card back. It is, you can see a reflection, but it is kind of a matte finish. It's kind of standard Oracle size. You know, it's not quite as big as my head. It just looks that way in the perspective. But yeah, so here's the first card. It's Princess with the subtitle of You Can Be Your Own Knight. And Amanda's poetry deals a lot with these kind of themes. The idea that you can rescue yourself. You know, her first poetry anthology is called The Princess Saves Herself in this one. The Mermaid's Voice Returns in this one is the second one. And the third one is, no, that's the third one. The second one is something about witch and fire. I apologize. I'd have to double check it. Here's the next card. It's the Tower. Unplug and relax for your spell. Obviously, this is a different tower message than we get in the tarot. No less awesome. Mirror. Treat your body like the palace it is. I love this card. Stars. You can manifest your every wish. It's one of my favorites. Dragons. Slay them all. Slay your own dragons. Sword, make the change, cutting off hair. I think I talked about this in the Hug Decks video because I've done that before and I love it. So I'm just going to keep showing some of these. Phoenix card. I see my best friend in this card every time I see it, and it just delights me. She actually lives in Phoenix, so that's kind of fun. But she is a phoenix. She rises and rises, and she's just, you know, I think she could control everything around her, much like the woman in this on this card. Sun, paint the sun back into your sky. I love that she is literally putting the sun in the sky herself. Lots and lots of empowerment in here, which is really why I wanted to look at this deck today with you guys, because it's so easy right now to feel out of control. Like, I am hearing that from all kinds of people. Look at this, bitch fire. How awesome is that? I'm hearing it over and over from my coaching clients, from people in the Determined to Shine community, both commenting on videos here, in our Facebook group, in my email inbox. Like, people are feeling like, it's just hard out there right now. It's a hurting time. And I think for a while there, when pandemic first started, like, there was a bunch of, you know, kind of crisis energy back in March and April. And then we kind of settled and we did okay for a few months, right? Like, and now I just feel like there's this like almost anger building, and I feel it in myself too. Like that, there's just like, will this ever end? Is it ever going to get better? Can't I go on vacation? Like, I really want to go to Disneyland. And, you know, I myself have canceled 6 trips this year so far. I love to attend conferences and learn things and teach things. And I haven't been able to do either of those things in person this year. We've had some awesome virtual retreats with Determined to Shine, which you can read about in the comments or in the description box below the video. But it's not the same. Like, and I really just want to travel, and I've been feeling out of control, you know. And back in March and April, when I had to start canceling my first trips, you know, I was looking at the fall. Like, I had trips planned for November and December, and I'm like, those will be fine. I can definitely go on those trips. Well, probably not. Right? Probably not. So I've been a little sad these last few days as I've been reflecting on all of those things. We're almost to the end of the cards here. So I just know I'm not in that alone, right? Like, there's nothing we can do, and it's very uncertain. And we've been in this kind of fight or flight stage as a society for a really long time now. So if you're feeling that, if you're feeling discouraged, it is okay. And how perfect is this card for that message I'm talking about right now? Storm. And the message is every hurricane comes to an end. And I'm feeling that so deeply right now, because I need this storm to end. Please. Yeah, I'm super ready for everything to be done and back to normal. But there isn't a normal, right? There's just what we're going to move towards. And I really believe with all of my heart that we can still chase joy and live amazing lives, even right now. We just have to work a little harder, and we have to dig a little deeper and rely on ourselves more, because we've never been tested like this as a society, right? And, you know, I've been through plenty of things in my personal life. I've talked about them here on the channel. I live with MS. I was widowed when I was 31. Like, life has not always been awesome to Allison. Allison has stayed awesome. Sorry. That felt so silly to say, but I'm leaving it. I'm going with it. Because you're awesome too, right? That's the thing. Why is it embarrassing to say that we can love ourselves and enjoy who we are? Like, let's all embrace that a little more. So anyway, if you're in it, here's some hope. Let's pull a card from the deck and have a little pep talk, courtesy of the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle and Amanda Lovelace. So just gonna tune in while I shuffle. This message is for you right now, whenever you're watching this video. One of the things I love about oracle cards is that they transcend space and time. So whether you are watching this minutes after I post it, or whether you are watching it years down the road and the pandemic is over and everything is delightful, that's okay. This is still a message for you for whatever you may be dealing with today. So let's dive in. The card I pulled is gold. And the subline is, you don't need someone else to fix you. And I love this. I love this card for right now and for today. I was talking with a friend earlier today, and she was expressing some feelings about all of her flaws. I actually talked to 2 people today who mentioned their flaws to me. And I was really struck by that, because in both cases, they weren't flaws. They were just things that 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 person was dealing with. And again, going back to loving ourselves, when I was laughing earlier, like why do we consider ourselves flawed? Sure, we make mistakes. That's just part of humanity, but we're not broken. We're not errored. It's not a flaw that I live with MS or that I was widowed, nor is it a flaw that I have, mostly blondish hair. Well, it's purple right now. Nor is it a flaw that, I can be chronically late, or I don't like chocolate, or I'm obsessed with eating hot dogs. I don't know. I like hot dogs. I don't like chocolate. I'm a weird girl, but I am not a flawed girl. And I think that's really an important distinction, right? Like, we can celebrate our uniqueness, and that's what makes us awesome. And I know that that's easier said than done, because we inherently don't value the stuff we're good at because it's easy for us. And we look at stuff that other people are good at and we wish we had those skills. Like, I look at my mother, and if I had 1/10 of her skill at organizing and just managing stuff, like deadlines, things, projects, trips, vacations, like, she can manage the heck out of anything. And like, if I had 1/10 of that skill, I'd be so thrilled. And I look at that, and there's a tendency for me to feel like she's somehow better than I am because of that. But she would look at me and ask for some of my creativity. And I would say, but you're creative. And she'd say, oh, no, I'm not. And isn't that interesting how we just value what other people are good at? We don't have to be good at everything. But we should and can and need to value our own strengths. Because those are what make us shine. And the areas and things that we're not as great at, that's not a flaw. We don't need to be fixed. It just means that we're great at something else. When I started dating online, I tend to run late. I was joking about that earlier. So one of the things I would say to people is, I'm great at a lot of things. Being on time isn't one of them. Now, I realize that's a story I can still work to change, but at the same time, I just got to a point where I wanted to stop feeling bad about everything I wasn't awesome at. So I'm not great at time management. I'm great at a lot of other things. And so I want to encourage you to think about, what are you awesome at? And let go of some of these so-called flaws. You don't need anyone to fix you. And in those places where you feel more broken or more pain, like, you can heal those too. That magic is absolutely within you. And you're so worth it. Oh, you're so worth it. You don't need anyone else to fix you. You have everything you need. So I want to encourage you to think today about 3 things that you're awesome at. And I want you to leave it in the comments for me on this video. I want you to tell me what you're awesome at. And then if you are feeling brave, go tell someone else what you're awesome at too. And ask them what they're awesome at. Like, wouldn't it be great if we could just spread some confidence and some joy around by all getting a turn to say what we're great at? So, I'm Allison. I am excellent at playing with art supplies. I'm excellent at laughing through difficult situations. And I am excellent at making a fool out of myself on video. So what are you awesome at? Let me know. I can't wait to hear it. Until then, know that you're right where you need to be. You're safe. You are strong. You are so flippin' strong, you have no idea. And you're going to get through this. Whatever this is for you today, you've got this. I totally believe in you. So, 3 things you're awesome at. Leave them in the comments. If you liked this video, please Subscribe to the channel, click the like button, click the little bell to be notified when I post a new video. Determined to Shine still is a new baby YouTube channel, not a baby organization. We've been out on Facebook for almost 5 years, but here, brand new to YouTube, and if you do those things, it helps the channel a lot. And I can't wait to share even more with you, so I will see you in the next video. And until then, may you remain, as always, determined to shine. Bye.